Welcome back to the course. Today, we will talk about an important process for operating the energy system, namely energy metering. The learning objectives for today are to understand the process of energy metering and why it is important, and also to differentiate between the different types of metering systems. Energy metering is happening continuously at your house, company, and anywhere we use or generate energy. It is a process of measuring the flow of energy at a certain time. We have different types of metering systems, depending, for instance, on the energy carrier. Typically, in a household, we have gas metering for heating and cooking. We have water metering and electricity metering. We use meters to perform energy metering. The meter is the middleware between the generation and consumption. So why energy metering is important? According to the measurement and the location of the meter, we know how much energy was produced and consumed. Energy flows from the generation side to the consumption side. Based on this, we pay our bills. Therefore, the cash flow goes in the opposite direction of the energy flow, meaning money goes from the consumption side to the production side. Here are some pictures of how different types of meters could look like. Meters are different for the different energy carriers, but meters can also differ for the same energy carrier when there is a different metering system. Common types of meters are net meter, split meter, prepaid meter, and smart meter. The name of the meter follows the type of metering system. We will discuss each of these systems during this lecture. We will use an example of a prosumer with solar panels to explain the difference between metering systems. First, we have net metering. During the day, the sun shines and the solar panels generate a surplus electricity that goes back to the grid. The net meter records how much electricity went back to the grid. During the night, the solar panels don't generate electricity and we get power from the grid. The net meter again records how much electricity was taken from the grid. At the end of the month, the net meter calculates the differences between how much electricity was given to the grid and how much was taken from the grid. This we call the net amount of electricity, and based on this, we get our energy bill. Next, we have split metering. The split meter measures how much electricity was given to the grid during the day and how much was taken during the night. However, the split meter doesn't calculate the difference, but keeps two separate records, and at the end of the month, you get two separate accounts in your bill. One for electricity consumed and one for electricity generated. This is important because the energy price can fluctuate during the day. In some countries, consumers have a flexible energy contract and receive different prices for the electricity during the day. Normally, the price is low when there is abundance generation, like when we have a sunny day and we generate a lot of solar energy. Oppositely, the price is high when the generation is low, like in winter when there is less sunshine. Therefore, depending on the time of the day and the season, the electricity price can be different. For both net and split metering, we consume energy and then pay our bill for that amount of energy. However, a different type of metering is prepaid metering. Prepaid meters don't allow the consumption of energy before paying, just like a normal prepaid cell phone. The consumer has to pay first to the utility for the amount of energy he or she wants or thinks is going to consume, and the power can be taken from the grid. In this system, the price for electricity is usually fixed, and the consumer needs to pay again when he or she used all the amount of energy bought earlier. Finally, we have smart metering. Smart meters can come in different types, and some are still under the development. The basic type of smart meters allows communication between utility, retailers, and consumers. The utility can store consumption data and send commands to the smart meter. On the consumption side, applications can be built on the smart meter to allow the consumers to monitor their consumption and could even control their appliances. Some types of smart meters can also display the changes in price during the day if you have a flexible energy price contract. This is very important because this way a prosumer can choose to sell electricity to the grid when the price is high and buy electricity from the grid when the price is low. This can be optimized, for example, with energy storage. Therefore, a prosumer can buy more electricity from the grid than he delivers to the grid, but still receive more money from the utility because he sold electricity at a higher price than he bought it earlier. So, smart meters have huge potential for allowing smart applications and optimal control of our energy. Smart metering allows demand-side response and demand management for optimizing energy demand, but also allows local energy exchange between prosumers. However, we should also be aware of the potential threats of smart metering. Since smart meters communicate data, there are privacy concerns and fear of cyber attacks. Additionally, smart metering also requires a good ICT infrastructure and good big data management. In the future, we need to deal with all these aspects. So, now we know about the different energy meters. Which type of energy meters do you have in your country?